Welcome to the 2013 Webby Awards.
People call the Webbies the award ceremony for the nerds, but I will say I think there's a lot more to it, because the people that have walked your red carpet have gone on to create companies that have essentially changed the world. What is it? How did you come up with this idea of celebrating this kind of innovation before it got cool, before we had all these celebrities investing in this?
Well, I think we always knew and thought and believed that the web was going to be the coolest thing and the biggest thing. It was really obvious, even back in the day when people weren't using it that much, because you saw people who were using it and what they were able to do with it and how important it became to people's lives.
See, that's one of the best things about the Webby Awards every year. Everyone is either doing something cool, they're on the verge of doing something cool, or they're on the verge of being on the verge of doing something cool.
We really just tried to ride that wave, honestly, and we knew that an election would be decided by the geeks, right? We knew that was going to happen. We just didn't know when it was going to happen. And it's fun to see it happening, you know, in entertainment, also in all these other industries too. And I think we try and bring them all together here tonight. And you know, there's a saying among the internet people is that, you know, the internet people, wherever you go, the internet people are always the internet people.
Live long, create, and prosper.
Zillow is fucking awesome.
Thank you, Internet. Weird wins.
What is with the 5-word speeches? Why 5 words?
I didn't start the 5-word speech. I'm not really sure who did, but I think it's a genius idea. And the idea essentially was the story goes that they were watching, that early team were watching like all these speeches at the Oscars, and these guys were going on and women going on and on. And they were thanking all these people that nobody ever heard of. And then they brought the music in, and they just made it even worse. And it just seemed like such a weird thing to do. And so at the Webbies, we've always tried to look at every single convention of an award show and say, is this the best way to do it? And it turns out there are actually a lot of reasons, good reasons why award shows are the way they are. But that was one of the ones that we thought it just didn't make that much sense. So they came up with this constraint. You give people 5 words, and they come up with great things to say. So it's been, I think, one of the funnest parts of the show. I look forward to it, and I think people really enjoy it.
The Oscars should do this.
Maybe Twitter took their inspiration from you guys with their 140 characters, right?
I mean, I would like to say that, but I think what they've done is probably a bit more profound.
Why 5 words? It doesn't